Do you give us a quarterback play call in a thick New England accent?
Oh, right. Going for a Hail Mary pass down the 50-yard line. Blue 42, blue 42. Park the car.
Celeb Pick'em, sponsored by AT&T. This week's picks by the stars of My All-American.
It's so interesting who's a villain and who's not a villain in the NFL. And who's, I mean, you look at Tom Brady and he's, you know, handsome and he's well spoken and he's got a great life, he's well-mannered, and yet somehow this dude has become the biggest villain in the NFL.
They're crazy. Red Sox Nation, they're insane everywhere. It must be the winters, you know? They have nothing else to do but watch the Red Sox and the Patriots.
I am so sick of the rules in football. I'm so sick of the flags. I'm a Raiders fan and I'm 47 years old, so I came up with a time where there basically were no rules. I'd like to see these guys play football.
He was kind of ahead of his time. Everyone doubted his ability. They were hanging effigies of him and like beating him. Austin's a really cutthroat place when you're not winning. But now he has a stadium named after him, so he figured something out.
Man, I want you to think about all the years we spent together. The practices, the weight room, the heat, the sweat, the vomit.
If I were a football coach, I think I'd be a lot like Darryl Royal. I think that I would be a pretty intense coach. I think that I'd be a hard ass. And I think that I would demand a lot from my players, but I would also love them. I think I'm a lot like that as an actor with the actors that I work with. You know, I'm not the friendliest guy in the world, and I expect a lot from them, but I love them. Hopefully they will appreciate me at some point in their lives.
I promise, Coach, I will not let you down.
Freddie is like my size. Like for a football player, that's pretty small, you know? And I didn't realize until I stepped onto the field what that really means. You realized for him like how determined he must have been, like how much it is mind over matter.
It's 28, Steinmark again with another interception.
Austin was an amazing city. It was so much fun. And football is a way of life down there. Freddie's story is so much in the consciousness down there. I mean, they like touch his picture before every game. His spirit's very much alive, and you can tell that when you talk to people who played with him.
Sports is so much mental. The athleticism and the body's are given so much attention, but mostly it's what's up here. That's what differentiates one guy against another. I love trash talk. You know, especially in basketball, when you go to basketball games and you're sitting on the floor or whatever it is, if you're lucky enough to be around that. If another guy can get in your head, you can completely break down a guy. That's the great thing about sports.
Celeb Pick'em, sponsored by AT&T. This week's picks by the stars of My All-American.